Well, hello my fellow friends, YouTubers, and of course you all know the drill. No family. As you can see, I have kind of relaxed myself in a somewhat more chill out mode. Because I wanted to talk to you guys today, and I wanted to sit like I usually sit behind a computer. Like with my, you can see, like with my feet on this little chair, knees against the table. This is how I normally sit behind a computer. And why am I showing you this? Well, basically, I just wanted to talk to you guys today, and I want to talk to you about a couple things. I don't know where this video is gonna end up because I'm gonna ramble on and ramble on and ramble on. But before I do that, I have my trusted lighter. I have my cigarette behind my ear. Well, not anymore now, but you know what I mean. Give me one sec. Because this is going to be a pretty laid-back vlog. This is just me sitting in my chair like I usually sit. I'm usually talking to friends of mine like this on Skype, so I'm not facing them directly, but I'm often like sitting here getting a crooked neck because of the sideways looking I have to do. I often look out of the window. It's very windy right now, and I don't know, I just felt like being relaxed. And I wanted to, talk to you a little bit about what YouTube means for me and how my life is. It's not gonna be negative, it's just gonna be chill. You know what I mean? Because, to be honest, YouTube, it means a lot to me. I spend a good deal of my day watching YouTube. I spend a good deal of my day, like, thinking about YouTube. Like, what do I want to do with my vlog today? What do I think of the things YouTubers say? Because, in a way, YouTubers have affected my life. And I'll tell you how they affected my life. Because if I look at, for example, the Vlog Brothers or SciShow, I mean, those shows actually teach me something, and they keep me interested in learning new stuff. Because when I was in school, I loved learning. I loved learning new stuff. I love learning, how things work. And when I was little, and I mean like 7 or 8 years old, I started watching How It's Made on Discovery Channel. Yes, we have that here in the Netherlands too. And it was like I came home from school, I ate, I watched an episode of How It's Made on Discovery Channel, and I went back to school. I loved it. And nobody even should have dared to touch the remote control when I was watching How It's Made, because that was one of my favorite shows. So from a very early age, I have had a fascination in learning. But when I dropped out of school, for reasons, and I just kind of struggled with myself a lot. That's basically what I've been doing for the last couple of years, struggling with myself, how I view the world, how I think I should view the world, how I think I should act. Those are all things I'm struggling with. And therefore my love of learning has taken a little bit of a backseat. And thankfully, thanks to like Vertasium, Vsauce, SciShow, and a whole bunch of other inspirational YouTubers, such as Pogobat, and just the Vlog Brothers, of course, they have kept me interested in learning throughout the years, and to me, that is a sign of how strong YouTube is. Because YouTube, I started quite late. My first video was uploaded on May 12th in 2010. So I've come to the YouTube game pretty late, in my opinion. But for me, YouTube has a lot of meaning, because every day when I wake up, I get out of bed, I put on my robe, sit behind my computer, and just watch YouTube. I catch up to a lot of subscriptions that I have. And for me, that is quite an essential part of my day, because it allows me to, early on in the morning, before I even had breakfast, relax, start the day with a calm set of mind. Because when I wake up, I often feel agitated, scared, frightened. They're probably the results of nightmares, but I never seem to remember them. I just have the aftermath of, I don't wake up very good. So YouTube is there for me to help me relax, to, just start my day. And to me, nothing has ever done that. Well, one thing has done that before, and that's reading. I also love reading. I read mostly fantasy, but I'll get to that in a bit. For now, YouTube, it's just something that I really love. I'm not gonna say I'm a good vlogger. I'm not gonna say I make good content, because for me, YouTube is not about the views. YouTube is not about, how many subscribers I have. I do this for me. I do this to one day be able to look back and be like, wow, I've grown, I've matured over the years. And for me, it's sort of like a video diary. It's just one that I share with the world. And YouTube is not my life, because I have a lot of things that I do outside of YouTube that I don't talk about, but it is certainly a big part of my life. And to make a little, jump to my friends, because YouTube is mainly a community online. That's the thing about YouTube. It's not video sharing, it's not a video viewing site. It's communities are built. And for me, my community started with Block TV, which is sadly now no longer in the air. But on Block TV, I met so many amazing friends, and unfortunately I don't get to talk to them as much now, because Block TV has died and we're all still searching for the new platform to, come together on. But my online friends, they mean the world to me, because for me, friendship is not defined by how much you see the person, or how much time you spend with them. To me, friendship is about, can I trust people? Can I, confide in them? Can they confide in me? And basically, my friends are my world, along with my family. And my online friends mean just as much to me as my offline friends. Sorry, just had to make out my cigarette. But online friends and real friends, I make no difference. Because, in my opinion, friends are friends. Whether they're a mile away, 10,000 miles away. When I have that connection with someone, and when I have that friendship, I go for it. And that is, I think, the meaning of true friendship. You're willing to invest in a friendship, invest in a relationship with someone, and that's what I do. Same with my online friends, same with my real friends. Well, my real life offline friends. I should have said that differently. But something that nobody understands of me, and that I rarely talk about, is that I often feel alone. I often feel lonely. And that is just because I have nothing to do at the moment. I'm not in school, I don't work, and I'm basically stuck in my room most of the time, watching YouTube. And sometimes that can get lonely. That is quite suckish, but I know that my friends can't always be there for me, and I can't always be there for them. It's just something that, we all have our lives. We all have online and offline lives. And sometimes we have time to talk and sometimes we don't. But for me, that doesn't diminish the value of a friendship. So my feelings of loneliness, they happen. I deal with them, I accept them. There's not much I can do about them. It's not that I can force people to come online or visit me, because they have lives, just like I do. And one of the things that I sometimes do when I feel lonely is that I'll start reading. I'll just read a book and be like, well, I'm completely submerged in the story. I am just, reading and imagining and living the story. For me, books are a portal to another world. And I can't tell you how much books have done for me. Because when I grew up, I got bullied a lot. Not just in school, but also around the neighborhood. I was always the little kid that had to beat everyone off of him. Not in a good way. But when I sat down on the couch with a book, I could literally lose myself. I could literally read. My mom would call me for dinner and I would not be able to, emerge from the story. She would have to shake my shoulder and I would be like, huh? And that's how I knew dinner was ready. I was so into the stories that I read. And like I said, I mostly read fantasy because that's where, I don't know why I read fantasy. It just appeals to me, like the whole it's not possible, but through imagination it is. I can't really explain it, but just the fantastical element of it, like knowing that things cannot be real, but they do happen in someone's imagination, that is what reading is all about to me. I don't care if you like an author or not. If you like his stories, he's talking to you. Or she, of course. But books are an author's way of sharing their experiences, their imagination with their reader. And that makes a nice segue to YouTube again, because that's basically what vloggers like myself and other people do. We pull you into our world and we tell you about ourselves, how we think about things, how we like to see things, and therefore a lot of things that I do online and offline are a little bit connected. Like, I don't watch a lot of television. I really don't. I don't know, I just don't see the creativity in it. There are a couple of shows that I like, but it's not that I obsessively watch TV. I mean, you see one in the background right now, but it's always off. I don't do that for aesthetic reasons, it's just rarely on. So, this vlog didn't really have a point. It's just that I wanted to talk about the things that I do, the things that I enjoy. And this is probably gonna be a video response, but I don't know that for sure. But guys, I just want to say this. Do what you love what you do, and talk about what you love to do. I mean, your choices define you, but your likes, they tell you a lot about who you are. So guys, this is me, the Hellemander, aka Wes, Weston Westmaster Westmando, or DJ Hell, saying I love you. And if you want to comment down below, wait, I just pointed at my crotch, but you know what I mean. If you want to comment down below what you think of this format, like me just rambling on, talking about what I think, just leave me a comment saying whether you like it or not. You can always subscribe if you want to. That would always be appreciated, because, I do this for myself, but in a way I'm also trying to entertain people or make them think. So guys, I'm gonna talk to you later. Alright?